They were Muslim, then they met Jesus, the stories that changed their lives forever. Hi there, and welcome back to Terry's Diverse Horizons. Every person has a story. Behind every religion, every culture, and every tradition are individuals searching for answers to life's greatest questions. Who is God? What is truth? Why are we here? For billions of people around the world, Islam has been the faith passed down through generations. But throughout history, some individuals raised in Muslim families began a personal journey that eventually led them toward Christianity. Their decisions were rarely simple. For some, it meant difficult conversations with family. For others, it meant leaving behind the community and identity they were born into. And for some, it came with criticism, rejection, or even danger. This video is not about judging millions of Muslims or Christians. It is about understanding the personal stories of individuals who experienced a dramatic change in faith. These are the stories of people who were Muslim, then met Jesus, and believed their lives were changed forever. Let's begin at number 1, Nabeel Qureshi, the Muslim who searched for answers. Nabeel Qureshi's story is one of the most recognized Muslim background Christian journeys of the modern era. Born into a loving Muslim family, Nabeel was not someone searching for a reason to reject his upbringing. He respected his family, valued his culture, and took his faith seriously. During university, he developed a close friendship with a Christian named David Wood. Their conversations began as friendly debates about religion, but over time, they became a deeper investigation into history, theology, and the identity of Jesus. Nabeel studied both Islamic and Christian sources, asking difficult questions about scripture, tradition, and the historical evidence surrounding Jesus Christ. After years of searching, questioning, and personal struggle, he became convinced that Christianity was true. He later became a Christian author and speaker, sharing his journey in his book, Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus. For Nabeel, the journey was not simply about changing a label. It was about following what he believed was the truth, even when that decision came with personal costs. At number 2, Magdi Allam, From Egypt to the Catholic Church. Magdi Allam's journey began in Egypt, where he was born into a Muslim family before becoming one of Europe's most recognized journalists. Throughout his career, he wrote about politics, culture, and religion, often examining difficult questions about identity and belief. Over time, his personal search led him to explore Christianity more deeply. He became interested in the teachings of Jesus, the history of Christianity, and the role of faith in society. In 2008, during an Easter Vigil ceremony at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City, Magdi Allam was baptized into the Catholic Church by Pope Benedict XVI. The moment attracted worldwide attention. Supporters viewed his conversion as an example of freedom of conscience and the ability of individuals to choose their beliefs. Critics strongly disagreed with his views and questioned his public statements about Islam. Regardless of the debates surrounding him, his story represents one man's journey of faith, identity, and personal transformation. At number 3, Sabatina James, A Journey from Pakistan to Christianity. Sabatina James was born in Pakistan and later moved to Austria with her family. Like many young people growing up between cultures, she found herself navigating questions of identity, tradition, and personal belief. As she grew older, she began exploring Christianity and studying the teachings of Jesus for herself. Eventually, she decided to become a Christian. That decision would dramatically alter the course of her life. According to her testimony, she faced significant opposition and concerns for her safety after her conversion became known. Rather than retreating from public life, she became an advocate for religious freedom and women's rights. Her story highlights a reality that many converts from various religions have experienced throughout history. Sometimes the search for personal conviction comes with challenges few people ever expect to face. At number 4, Mariam Ibrahim, Faith Under Pressure. Mariam Ibrahim became one of the most internationally recognized figures associated with religious freedom in the modern era. Her case emerged from Sudan and quickly captured global attention. Accused of apostasy under Sudanese law at the time, she found herself at the center of an international debate involving faith, law, and human rights. Despite intense pressure, Mariam maintained her Christian identity. News organizations around the world covered her case as governments, religious leaders, and human rights organizations called for her release. Eventually, international pressure helped secure her freedom. Her story became a symbol of the larger question that continues to challenge societies around the world. Should every person have the right to choose their own faith? At number 5, Walid Shoebat, A Life Redirected. Walid Shoebat is known for sharing a dramatic testimony involving his journey from a Muslim background to Christianity. According to Shoebat, his conversion led him to completely reevaluate his understanding of faith, purpose, and identity. After embracing Christianity, he became a public speaker and author, sharing his experiences with audiences around the world. His story has attracted both supporters and critics, with some questioning aspects of his personal history, while others focus on the message of transformation he presents. Regardless of where people stand on the debate, his story touches on a theme found throughout history: the belief that a person's life can change direction in unexpected ways. At number 6, Kamal Saleem, Searching for Meaning. Kamal Saleem became known among Christian audiences after publicly sharing his story of conversion from Islam to Christianity. He describes a journey that involved deep questions about truth, purpose, and the nature of faith. After becoming a Christian, he dedicated much of his time to speaking, teaching, and sharing his experiences with churches and organizations. Like many public conversion stories, his testimony has generated both admiration and skepticism. Yet for many listeners, the details are secondary to the larger theme. His story reflects the idea that people often spend years searching for answers before arriving at conclusions that reshape the course of their lives. And finally, at number 7, the cost of changing faith. One thing connects nearly every conversion story we've explored today: the cost. Changing religious beliefs is rarely just a theological decision. Faith is often connected to family, culture, language, traditions, and lifelong relationships. For some converts, the greatest challenge is not learning new beliefs. It is explaining those beliefs to the people they love most. Some experience understanding and support. Others face rejection, criticism, or isolation. Whether the journey is from Islam to Christianity, Christianity to another faith, or any other religious change, the human experience is often similar. Behind every conversion story is a person trying to follow what they sincerely believe to be true. The stories we've explored today are not simply stories about Islam or Christianity. They are stories about people. People searching for meaning. People wrestling with difficult questions. People willing to risk comfort in pursuit of what they believe is true. Whether you agree with their conclusions or not, their journeys remind us that faith remains one of the most powerful forces shaping human history. At Terry's Diverse Horizons, we explore the people, ideas, religions, and events that continue to influence our world. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, understanding different perspectives doesn't require abandoning your own beliefs. It simply requires a willingness to listen. Until next time, keep seeking truth and keep exploring the horizons that connect us all.